Hey everybody! First of all, if you hear any noise while this video is filming, my husband's working on the roof and I think he's like right up there. So if you hear any banging or any noise, that's just him working on the roof and I'm sorry for that. So in the video before last, I said that I would do an update / about me tag, and that's what I'm going to do for you today. I was going to do it in the very next video, which was the last video, but I decided to do a Halloween tutorial instead, so that's why I'm doing this one a little bit farther behind than scheduled. So, let's get started. First I want to mention this, what is it? Concealer. I mentioned this in a haul recently, I don't remember which one of the two. And it is the Mabelline Dream Lumi Highlighting Concealer. And I just wanted to let you know that today is the first day that I tried it, and I thought it was really pretty and worked really well. And when I put it on my forehead and my under eyes and my chin and right here and down my nose. But as soon as I put it on, I noticed that it was glowing already. And that's really exciting because that's what it's supposed to be doing. So I just wanted to let you know that this was a nice product. And that's the only one that I've tried that I remember specifically, so I wanted to mention that to you since I mentioned it on my channel already. Okay, let's get started with the update. In the first two videos that I filmed and posted to YouTube, my husband and I were living in a camper at a campground in California. It was in the San Diego area. He was in the military, he was in the Navy, and he was based there. And we chose to buy a camper to save money on apartment rent because apartments were so expensive there. I think they were like $1,000 to $1,200 and more. Sorry about the dogs. So that's why we were living there, and I started doing YouTube videos because, like I said, I remember saying in one of the first videos that I was bored and I was a housewife and I wasn't working and just thought it'd be something fun to do. So I lost interest in them and stopped doing them for a while, and then I got interested in doing them again, which, you know, was this time around. And I've been working on them ever since. Whatever. It sounds so stupid. So I just started doing YouTube again, and the reason I stopped was because I just lost interest in it and got bored with it. So I stopped. Now I started again. But it's been over a year since I've done any of them. And we have, since then, he has finished his 4 years in the Navy, so he got out. We moved back home to Trenton, Tennessee, which is where we're at now. We bought a house, which is this house, and that is why we are in, you know, like a different filming location and all that stuff. And this is actually a really small room in the back of our house that I really wanted to dress up and make it into a nice makeup room or a vanity room or whatever you want to call it. But so far, all I have is this, and this isn't even furniture that goes in this room. This was furniture that was supposed to go in our little foyer in the front of the house, and I moved it back here just so that I could film and have a nice setup. But eventually I would like to get some nice things in here. It's a very, very small room. I don't know if you can see in the camera range. I know you can see this corner here. I don't know if you can see that corner there, but it's literally that big. It's just that wide, and it's not much longer than that. It's a very small room. Well, I guess that's all I have to say about that. So that's my update. I don't think there's anything else. There's nothing else going on. We still have 3 little dogs, no kids, nothing going on. Just wanted to let you know that we've changed addresses and we're back home now. He's out of the Navy. We're both working, and so we both work more now than we did then because we have to make more money. But we're both just working, and I just started doing these videos, and that's about it. So let's get started with the About Me tag. This is a tag that I found on Kathleen Light's channel. She's very funny and sweet too, so if you haven't seen her, you should check her out. But this was one of the first videos that she did when she started her channel, and she mentioned doing it because she was new to YouTube and thought it'd be a great chance for everyone to get to know her. I thought, well, that's a great idea. I should do that on my channel. So I decided to do the About Me tag for everyone who is new to my channel, and because I'm new to YouTube, and I thought it would be a great way for us to interact and get to know each other. And I challenge everyone watching this video to do this tag and let me know so I can go watch your video. And I guess we'll just get started with it. Okay. The first question is, do you have a middle name? And the answer is yes. My middle name is Heather, so that's Jennifer Heather. For those of you who don't know my first name. So yes, I have a middle name. Second question, what was your favorite subject in school? Lunch. I don't have a favorite subject in school. Actually, we had an art class in high school, and those were always really fun because they were more laid back and we could talk more and visit with friends and still work on our art projects. So I only took 3 of those classes the whole 4 years of high school, but I think that would probably be one of my favorite classes. As far as basic, like math, English, science, it would have to be English because English was a lot easier for me to understand than math or science. So first art, then English. What's your favorite drink? Coca-Cola. If you're talking about a non-alcoholic beverage. If you're talking about an alcoholic beverage, I really don't drink very much alcohol, but if I am going to drink alcohol, it's going to be wine because I don't like the bitter taste of alcohol, and wine is a lot sweeter and easier to drink. What's your favorite song at the moment? Gosh. I hate doing these videos because they always ask questions that I have to sit here and think about for like 30 minutes, and it's just ridiculous. So, favorite song at the moment? My favorite song at the moment is, I can't remember the name of the artist. The name of the song is I Can't Feel My Face. And I can't remember the name of the artist. I don't want to say the wrong one. I want to say it's The Weeknd, but I'm not for sure. So that's my favorite song at the moment because I'm pretty good at singing it. So. Let's see. Oh gosh. What would you name your kids? That's funny. Okay. Well, me and my husband are not planning on having kids right away. But we have thought of a name for our son, and the name that we were going to give our son was Ty Alexander Witherspoon. And that's the only name we've come up with so far. I cannot think of a girl's name for anything. Every time I think of a girl's name, if I really like it, I don't like it anymore after a few weeks or a few months. So I don't have a girl's name, but if we were to have a boy, it would be Ty Alexander Witherspoon. Do you participate in any sports? No. I did not participate in any sports in high school. When I was really little, I was on a basketball team, but I was really bad. I remember I used to like to play soccer by myself in my backyard when I was a kid, before I was even into sports at all. And I've always enjoyed playing basketball, like shooting hoops and maybe one-on-one. But I don't like exercise, so I'd rather not do any sports at all. Okay, favorite book. Gosh. I don't know of a favorite book. Let's see. The Bible. That's probably a serious answer because there's lots of books that I've read, but I've never obsessed over them. Actually, one just came to mind. There's lots of books that I've read, but none of them I really obsess over. There's not any one particular book that I can keep going back to and reading again and again and still find enjoyment and excitement out of it like I can with the Bible. So really, it would have to be the Bible. But if we're not talking about the Bible, or if the Bible's not included and we're talking about any regular book, there's one book that I have enjoyed and I think I've read 3 times. It's the only book ever that I've read more than once, and it's Intensity by Dean Koontz. And it's really good. It's kind of like a suspense, and it has a really good ending to it. It's about a girl that basically gets kidnapped, and the story is about her trying to, get free. It was really good. So you should read that book. And that is a book that I've read 3 times because I actually had, when I wasn't reading the book anymore, I was still thinking about the story and still wanted to be reading the book. So I would go back and reread it. But other than that one book, and that was back in high school, Other than that one book, I've never been interested enough in another one to reread it or to just obsess over it. Favorite color? Oh, okay, favorite color. I have a couple. The first one is olive green, and the second one is going to be burgundy. Those were my favorite fall colors last year, and they still are some of my favorite colors. So it would have to be burgundy and an olive green. And they look really good together too. Okay, favorite animal, dog, because I have 3 dogs. Favorite perfume. My favorite perfume is going to be Daisy by Marc Jacobs. And let's see. I don't really have any expensive perfumes. I'll usually buy things from Bath and Body Works or something like that. And there are many expensive perfumes that I don't like the smell of. So I remember smelling that in a magazine and I was like, oh my god, it was so good. So I got my husband to buy me like a small little bottle. Like it was supposed to be the small $18 spray bottle, but it ended up being the roller ball. Anyway, it smells really good. Favorite holiday? I think Christmas. That's probably everyone's favorite holiday. Christmas is always really fun because all the family gets together. There's always lights and everyone's so joyous and they're singing and stuff and it's just wonderful. Have you graduated high school? Yeah. Have you ever been out of the country? If so, I didn't get a picture of the rest of that question. I think it's asking if so, how many places. So have you ever been out of the country? No. Can you speak any other language? No. I took, let's see, I think it's 6 semesters of Spanish. I think we had 1 semester each year in high school. No, that's backwards. I think we had 2 semesters in high school and then I had 4 semesters in college. But I think it was 6 total. And I never learned Spanish at all. I can speak a few words, but I don't know the language enough to be able to understand what someone's saying. So no, I don't speak any other languages. How many siblings do you have? I have an older sister and a younger brother. For those of you who already know me and are watching this video, you can probably know who they are. But for those of you who don't, I have an older sister named Tina, who is, I can't remember all of her ages. I'm 25, but I'll be 26 next month. So she is 28 or 9. And then my younger brother is, I always forget, 23, I think. She's a couple years older and he's about 3 years younger. But it's 2 years, it's like so many years and so many months. So the months always throw me off. But I think she's always 2 years older than me and he's always 3 years younger. So he should be 23 because I'll be 26. And then she should be 28 because I'm going to be 26. So they've already had their birthdays this year. I have mine in November. He has his in August and she had hers in July. What is your favorite store? I think I'm gonna have to say JCPenney because no matter how many stores that I come across that I like I always have like kicks where I'll get really into a store for a while and then I'll stop shopping there. But I've always shopped at JCPenney and I always continue to shop at JCPenney. If ever I'm out shopping and I'm going to all these new places, I always stop at JCPenney before I'm done, especially if I don't find anything. So I'm like, I know I'll find something there. So overall, I think it's going to be JCPenney. Favorite restaurant? Okay, favorite restaurant. Favorite restaurant, only local people are probably going to know what I'm talking about. My favorite restaurant is going to be Longhorn. And anyone watching this video that is from around here, they're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. For those of you who are not around here, which would be the Tennessee area, I'm not really sure how big the chain is. I don't really know of any Longhorns outside of Tennessee. I only know of one that's down in the Memphis area, and I just don't really know much about their franchise. So I don't know how like widespread they are, but we have a restaurant here and it's delicious. It's a steakhouse, for those of you who don't know, and it's just wonderful. They have the best rice pilaf ever, so if you've never ordered it and you're from here, you have to go in and try it. It's like a white rice, but it's got peppers in it. It's delicious. Like, you will never want to eat another kind of rice again. And if you order a rice pilaf from any other restaurant, Longhorn is always going to top it. So you should just take me up on that challenge and go get yourself some rice and see if I'm not wrong about that. Okay, did you like school? Well, not really. I don't think anyone likes school. I like it more now than I did when I was in it, because now I realize what purpose it had, and I now wish that I had taken more advantage of that, especially with it being like, you know, free, because it's public school. It's free to anyone. So I feel like if you take advantage of school when you're in it, especially high school, and you really focus and learn all that you can, you could be set for life. And especially with college, if you're going to go to college, you'll be so much more prepared for college. But I didn't take it that seriously, and I really never took college that seriously either. But now that I'm out of both, I wish that I had, because I learned plenty with having not really applied myself. But if I had applied myself, I could have learned a whole lot of stuff. So no, I did not like school when I was in it, but I wish that I did, because I'd be a much smarter person. Okay, favorite YouTuber? Okay, I think that's the next question. Favorite YouTuber, Jaclyn Hill, because I started watching her 2 or 3 years ago when we were in Virginia, and I was just looking up random makeup videos because I was interested in learning how to do makeup, or had a question about makeup or something, and looked up whatever it was, and her name popped up all over the place, of course, because she's a big person on there. And I really liked her personality, and she had really good makeup tips. She had really beautiful makeup looks that she created on her channel, and she's very down to earth and funny, and I really just was drawn to her. And then I quit watching her for a long time because I kind of lost interest in makeup. I never really picked up on it when I first started watching her the first time. And then probably closer to 2 years ago now, but definitely between a year ago and 2 years ago, especially around Christmas time last year, because I was really doing a lot of like pre-Christmas shopping for myself at Sephora. So I got interested in it again, and I'm definitely more interested in it now in the last few months, and I really started watching her videos more religiously, and they're just really good. If you don't know anything about makeup and you go to her channel, you could learn everything there is to know. So I really like her. I'm going to mention a second favorite because I really only have 2 favorite YouTubers of all time. Actually, I have a new favorite. So the second favorite is going to be Kathleen Lights, which I mentioned at the beginning of this video. She's also really funny, down to earth, sweet, good at makeup, good at giving tips. And then a third one I just discovered is a really stupid one. It's called Miranda Sings. It's really funny, but it's like one of those obnoxious funny things that you're either really going to like it or you're not going to like it at all. So you should definitely go check out Miranda Sings if you're into weird funny stuff, but you may not like her. So I'm just gonna say it's those 3, but definitely Jaclyn Hill first. Let's see, favorite movie. Oh gosh, favorite movie. I don't know. Favorite movie. I don't know of a favorite movie. Sorry if there's an angle change. My battery just died on my camera, and I had to plug it up in the wall, and now because the cord is so short, I had to set the camera in a different place. So there's probably a weird camera angle change. But I was answering the question, favorite movie. The first thing that comes to mind is The Santa Claus, which I know is a Christmas movie, and that's weird. But that is one of my all-time favorite movies. It's something I've always been able to watch year after year, over and over again, and it makes me laugh every time. I can't really think of another favorite movie. I don't know why, because I feel like there's one out there. Oh, the movie Michael is another one of my favorites. That has John Travolta in it, if you don't know what that is. That's always one of my favorite movies. But I can't think of just one all-time favorite. And I don't know why, because I feel like I have one. But I don't know what it is. Okay. Favorite TV show. I'm going to give you a couple to start. Probably favorite all-time TV show would be Roseanne. And after that would probably be Home Improvement. And I also like King of Queens. I'm not going to give you just one because you're not really learning that much about me if I just give you one of everything. So, King of Queens, that might be it. There's several of them. Those are some of my favorites though. PC or Mac? I think a PC. I think I've always had a PC. So I'm going to say PC. Right? There! Should I know the difference between a PC or a Mac? Okay. Okay, this might sound dumb, but I have something to say. Okay, so the question is PC or Mac. My first initial reaction was, what's the difference? But, I mean, I know what the difference is, but, like, when I think of Mac, I think of the old Macintosh computers, which I believe is Apple, and I've not heard of a Macintosh computer in a long, long time. So my first reaction to that question is, like, are Macs even in operation anymore? Because I thought they were all Apple now. So I didn't think that they used the Mac name anymore. You can comment below and let me know, and please forgive me if I sound like a complete idiot, because I promise you I'm not. But still, the answer would be PC, because I have never used an Apple computer. I don't really use many Apple programs. The only Apple that I have would be my iPhone, my iPad, and iTunes, which I use on my computer. And I have always really liked iTunes, much better than Windows Media. But that's more based off of the looks of the program, the way it runs a little better, because it has more. I always liked it better, mostly because it was brighter than the Windows Media. Windows Media is so dark. That's beside the point. So, I have always operated off PC, and yes, I enjoy Windows and everything. So, I'm going to say PC, because Mac is really neat, but I don't know, it's overpriced, right? Even though it might be awesome and special and cost so much money to make it, but Windows is fine. What phone do you have? Well, I just mentioned that. An iPhone 5S. I think it's the S. It's iPhone 5S because I think there's a 5C and 5S, and I have the S. The first iPhone I had was the iPhone 4, and then I upgraded to the iPhone 5, and I will not be upgrading to the iPhone 6 because I paid for this one with my own money, like the whole $600, and I'm never getting rid of it because that $600 phone needs to last me years and years and years to come. So, the last question is, how tall are you? And, oh, I'm not going out of camera range. That answer is, I'm going to say 5'3", because that's what I feel good about saying. I think the correct answer is 5'2 3/4", but I just like to give myself that last little bit. So I say 5'3". When anyone asks, and I'm a driver's license, 5'3". And I think 5'3 is average for a woman. So. Okay, that's all my questions, and that's all my video. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I did enjoy making it and talking to you guys. Please comment below with any answers to these questions, or make a video yourself and alert me so that I'll know to go watch it. And that's it. So, thanks for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!